Bird 75 brought to you by Summer Race Equipment, UPR, Brock, TBM Brakes. First pair out, Manny Bajing on the right side, your number 2 qualifier, and Tommy Yeomans. This is going to be a good one. Let go. Manny Bajinga, who won last time out here in October at No Mercy 12. Again, Manny Bajinga, currently number 2, qualifier 375. Tommy Yeomans 382.7. 35 cars have officially taken time. Tommy Yeomans has third high mile an hour at 210. As Paul Gargas has the top mile an hour thus far, 215 miles per hour. But Pontiac GT on the left side, Manny Bajinga right side. You could be getting ready to see the quickest run of the session, perhaps one of the fastest runs of the session right here, right now. Tommy Yeomans left side, McIntyre, Georgia, Manny Bajinga on the right side out of Massachusetts. Numbers 9 and 2 qualifiers. First pair out, Pro 275 here at Lights Out 13. Oh, and Manny jumped the tree. Tommy Yeomans will add problems right at the head. So that's the official ruling from starter Jamie Luke that Manny Bajinga rolled through the beams, jumped the tree. And Tommy going to stay number 9. Manny going to stay in the number 2 qualifying position. That's something you very rarely ever see out of Manny Bajinga. As our next pair up will be Brian Anderson and James Byron. All right, so Brian Anderson currently 11th at 383, James Byron 14th at 389. Here in Pro 275. Again, race like we said all day, if you show up to the lanes and your class not been called, you will be held to the end of the line when we do call your class. So if you want to run first, wait till the class is called. Plain and simple. Also need that short chute cleared right in front of the tower here. Here we go, top of the racetrack. 385, 207 for Brian Anderson, no help. He'll stay number 11, 389.6 for James Byron. He's going to stay in the 14th spot. Paul Gargas and Ziff Hutz. Ball right now, the number 3 spot, 377, 215. Ziff Hudson 28 at 433, 136. So Paul Gargas has high mile an hour of the event thus far. Here we go. Can Paul Gargas back up that 215.41 mile an hour lap he made last night? What about Ziv Hudson over the right side? He struggled on both runs. Eric Dillard, right-hand side, Scott Tidwell machine. Pro line power, 381, 198. David from M&M to the trailer, please. David from M&M to the trailer, please. As can Eric Dillard get into the 370s? Maybe. 35 cars officially taking time in the set. What about Roger Holder over there on the left-hand side, 398, 206. Here we go. Top end. 612, 103 for Eric Dillard as both of them striking tires.
All right, attention to the pits. I got a parts call. Scotty Ray. Scotty Ray is in need of a strange 410 center section, 40 spline axles. They will buy it complete. If you got a 40 spline strange center section with 410 ring gear.
Mo Hall on the left side and Brylan Holder on the right. All right, Brylan Holder right side. Not in the field right now. Mo Hall left side. 374.0. Number one qualifier. On the left side. Here we go. Mo Hall, Brylan Holder. Can Mo Hall back up that number one qualifying run he made last night? We'll see. Not going to happen. How about Brylan Holder? 104 short. 428, 168.
So we've got David Reese behind the wheel of the new Pro 275 entry here, the Schizo hot rod. It's got the Noonan supercharged power here in the right lane, and Steve Woolley here from New York in the Pro Line supercharged Corvette. Superchargers apiece, the number 4 qualifier, Steve Woolley from Holmes, New York. 196 miles an hour of Pro Line. Steve Petty tune, supercharged power there in the left lane, the right-hand side. The Temple, Georgia hot rod, brand new build, is David Reese behind the wheel of Schizo. Phil Schuler out there with the headset, giving him a little directions on the racetrack. Got his crew guy doing the toe tap express, finding the pre-stage light, and we will see either one of these cars get down the racetrack in the heat of the day. We will hold on to the number 4 qualifier, 380 with a 1 if Woolley, if he doesn't make it off the starting line. David Reese looking to pick it up just a little bit. Number 8 qualifier, 382.0. He went an 88.3 and an 82.0. We have seen some cars go down in the heat right now as it is 81 degrees outside right now. 201 miles an hour for the Schizo hot rod. Pre-stage on for Reese. Here comes Woolley rolling in, trying to look past the injector hat. He has found it, and both of the cars are staged, and gone is Reese. 102 to 60. How about a 370 with a 379.0 at 201 miles an hour? They lowered it down there, said heat of the day, you better come collect because we'll put you on the trailer come Saturday.
All righty, so David Reese going number 3 or 4 spot. And next up, Craven Moore right side. As currently 78 degrees here at South Georgia Motorsports Park. The DA is about 1,800 feet. So, Craven Moore on the right side.
Adam Preston, Caneyville, Kentucky, the RPM transmission, 69 Camaro. Isaac Preston, own hot rod in the left lane. RPM transmission, Hughes Converters, Pro Line Racing Engines. I believe Steve Petty still has a hand or two on this hot rod. And Marine Service Company helping out the Preston entry from Caneyville, Kentucky. Your number 23 qualifier, 4039, 193, and Craven Moore. My homie, coming up from St. Louis, Missouri, the 87 Regal is all business. You see the blower just rolling and going out there. Number 18 qualifier, 399.3, 194. This car has been faster, but with the Craven Moore Racing team, they'll take that. Let's say, hey, look, we're doing our thing, the whole thing. Ourselves. So Moore is staged, the boost for Preston. Look at Moore go, 110 to the 60. He's out the back. 3. Oh, no, sorry, almost got it there. 401.9, 191. He had the 3-second run, but
it just fell off last about 100 feet or so. So 401, 191 down to Bad run will keep him in the number 18 spot. And we'll go to the next pair. Jack Green right side. All right, Robbie Vanderwood and Jack Green. As here we go, starter Jimmy looking to hop the wall, so Randy Lee gonna set him on down. Native Georgian. Here we go. Both of them striking the tires.
Winning doesn't just happen. You have to engineer it. You have to test it and make it better than it was the last time. Our engineers have the passion to create the parts you need, the way you need them to be, again and again and again. We've led this game for over 40 years, and we design, refine, and perfect every valve train part worthy of the winner's circle.
Street or strip, prep or no prep, bracket killer or heads up warrior. It feels great to eliminate your competition. Demand the best in suspension and cooling components. Demand AFCO.
Years of innovation, 60 years of attention to detail, 60 years of rigorous testing under race conditions is what makes ATI Performance Products great. ATI has been helping racers like you reach the finish line first. Today, we manufacture a wide range of high-performance parts that are track-tested and race-proven. We're passionate about performance, and that passion is what drives you to the finish line first. See everything ATI has to offer at ATIRacing.com.
Winning doesn't just happen. You have to engineer it. You have to test it and make it better than it was the last time. Our Our engineers have the passion to create the parts you need, the way you need them to be, again and again and again. We've led this game for over 40 years, and we design, refine, and perfect every valve train part worthy of the winner's circle.
For more than 25 years, ProCharger has made the most powerful, reliable, and advanced supercharger kits on the market. More than 100 national championships in the last 15 years and thousands of wins at the racetrack, there's only one choice. Best-in-class performance on the street with the broadest product selection available, including 50 state legal systems. ProCharger. Invented, engineered, and built in the USA.
Since 1945, Howard's Cams and Racing Components has delivered race-winning performance at the track and powered generations of high-performance street builds. There's no mistaking the sound or the performance of Howard's Rattler camshafts. In addition to our renowned selection of cams and valve train components, we offer our own exclusive internal engine parts, including crankshafts, connecting rods, and pistons. Howard's Cams and Racing Components. For the past 70 years, winning starts here.
At Late Model Engines, we machine, assemble, build, and test every engine in-house. Our expert staff and state-of-the-art facility means we build your engine right. Our dyno gives us the best R&D possible and the performance, power, and reliability you need to win. Check out latemodelengines.com and see why we're a step ahead of the competition.
Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
Check out the VIP tent behind the tower. Get your official Lights Out 13 DXP Productions merchandise, hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, license plates, and more. Oh my. Also got the Boss X tent, throwing down the FuelTech Radial Outlaws Racing Series merch as well. They got some sweet looking tumblers and stuff over there, as well as Boss X's own line of apparels. So we're doing some final touches of the racetrack here before we continue on with Pro 275. We're going to have Camaros apiece. I believe it's going to be the Cannoli Express and the Fletcher Cox Hot Rod. Nick Agostino coming at you here, the Cannoli Express, giving them transmissions here. Right hand side, all the way down from Canada. PTP, Patrick Barnhill. Hanging out there. Your number 10 qualifier, 382.8. Right lane is Agostino, 382.8, 213 for the Cannoli Express. Left-hand side, Sean Ayers. Longtime homie and wheelman for all things Fletcher Cox Racing. Good to see him back behind the wheel of the Fletcher Cox Hot Rods. From Madison, Mississippi is where Sean Ayers calls himself a resident. Your number 6 qualifier, 380 with a 200 miles an hour for the DeSoma supercharged hot rod in the left lane. Resolution Racing Services, John Salemi out there. You see him shut the door. As we all know, Fletcher Cox of Philadelphia Eagles fame. So number 6 qualifier and number 10 qualifier here. Working on the heat of the day elimination tune-ups as they have some solid qualifiers in the box so far. Agostino building the boost. Coming forward for the Cannoli Express is Holy Stage. Ayers 105 to the 60. Agostino behind him. How about a 385.8 in the heat of the day? But Agostino pouring the Cannoli power to it. PTP sent that thing 381.8, 212 miles an hour. Yeah, Steve Summers is like, I didn't think that was going to happen, but get it. We're going to Corey Clemens here, the king of the Jungle 2. The third gen machine, very, very nice paint job here on every side. So Gary Anderson, all the way from Ogleville, Minnesota, coming forward here. Left lane is Fletcher's like, say, dog, where are you going? Good to see Nova Joe in the house. He left the rest of his northerner friends there, JoJo and Aria. He said, no, I'm going to go ahead and slide on down there to South Georgia. The 2010 Camaro, number 25 qualifier, Number 25 qualifier, 412 with a 2 at 182 is a very good LDR entry, but Pro 275, that gets you number 25 qualifier. And Clemens, the ComSync JR1 Oil Turbo Sport Racing Electronics Nitro Gear Machine, Gear 32 qualifier on the bump, needs to bump it in. Rolls it out softly, 115 to 60, and gets a hold of it there. 411.9 will definitely get him some breathing room. Anderson backs it up. Instead of a 12, went a 13 that time. So Clemens goes from 32 to 25. Brad Tyson setting it down, putting on a show for the fans here. South Georgia,
Wow, look at that.
406.3, 182 in the heat of the day.
To a 406.3. So how about that? Exact same ET, but a difference of 17 miles an hour between Brad Tyson and Heath Luttrell. $17.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will take limited drag radial. LDR to the lanes, please. Strange Engineering, TRZ Motorsports, and Energy Manufacturing. Limited drag radial to the lanes, please. LDR to the lanes, please. David Singletary here, right-hand side of the racetrack. Surprise, Arizona says surprise. Number 8 qualifier, look at me. And the OG Bumblebee. Screwball and hot rod from Jeff Miller in the left lane from Gilbert, South Carolina. Not afraid to send it. If it gets off the start line, it's going to fly. 127. Man, he uncorked that thing. It left slow. 441. That'll give him some breathing room going into tonight. As like we've been talking about, these teams out here are trying to get it down the racetrack, at least get in the show with a little bit of breathing room so they can not worry about having to make the show at night and really throw a qualifier at it. And if it doesn't stick, it's okay because they've already qualified in the heat with a couple tenths difference. Singletary will stay. Number 8, Miller going to the bump. That's Wally Farbarkey here in the right lane. The Legend Racing Show Out Hot Rod Aloha Restoration in the right lane from Barrington, Illinois. The 88 Mustang Pro Line 481X Precision Turbo Power here in the right lane. And left-hand side, Frank Soldrich making his return to Pro 275 from Allen, Kentucky in the 2018 Carbon 65 Vet. Boost apiece for both cars. They're in, they're gone. So is the traction as Farbarkey and Soldrich will roll on back to the pits and get ready for Q4 tonight. We've got a couple of more cars here to finish out Pro 275 before we come at you with limited drag radial. Strange Engineering, TRZ Motorsports, and Energy Manufacturing. Limited drag radial, and not a Mustang guy, but the Charlie Cooper hot rod here. This 2020 Mustang is drop dead gorgeous. Patrick Barnhill gonna get it wicked up and tuned up. So far, number 13 qualifier, 387.3203 is Cooper. They got him back in the wet box. They're gonna get the Hemi Power wicked up here. Chad Opalowski here in the left lane from Ocala, Florida, the Big Brick. Dirk Diggler, as they call it, the 67 Chevelle. Longtime RVW OG machine here. Fiskus drove it a couple times here, but Chad Obolowski back behind the wheel of a fan favorite machine. This thing was a nitrous breathing monster way back when, and then I think they went to ProCharger. If not, they just went to the Supercharger that you see now. Haven't looked back ever since. They said, the nitrous stuff beats up. The Ocala man, number 34 qualifier, 557, 5105. That's what you get when you motor on down the racetrack. And Shannon Davis giving a quick little, I don't think about that one. You might want to go to this setting right here. Little head nod. Your number 13 qualifier is Cooper. Patrick Barnhill tuned that thing up, 387.3, 203 thus far. With a 390 with a 2 and a 387, they're chipping away at it. Pretty good size hammer right now. As Cooper builds the boost, Obolowski, he's already ready to roll. Just going to step on the Patriot pedal and let them bald eagles fly. Look at Cooper. 105 and 60 chassis separating, 386.1. That'll work. BTP sending them down the racetrack out there. So I don't know if the something with the transmission didn't hold whenever Obolowski went to the trans brake there, and Jason Richards here, left-hand side of the racetrack, the ProCharge machine from Gastonia, North Carolina, there in the left-hand side of the racetrack. I think it's Gastonia, North Carolina. Long-time Carolina, no time. I was right. Number 22 qualifier, 402.5187 is Jason Richards. Big shout out to SMB Tools, Belmont, North Carolina. His Snap-on dealer said I sold him a $500,000 toolbox and they gave me a $5 sticker. But in all reality, big thank you to SMB Tools, Belmont, North Carolina. And we got somebody that sounds like they're parked where they shouldn't be. GMC plate, you got a custom one. Georgia, EAL 116. Where are they parked? Oh, you got a Racer's Pit blocked and a Dodge Ram Georgia plate, QFM 9708. You were also blocking a Racer Pit. And a Silverado 54A BRE. If you don't move those, we will move them for you with. You got 20 minutes or we're hooking the tractor up. You guys are parked out in the field. You're blocking a Racer's Pit. It looked like it was a cool place to park. That's because the racers were on the racetrack. Oh, it's the driveway. So you need to move it. Otherwise, we'll send Lyle Barnett down there and he will just pick it up because him's big and strong. Bob Adele here from South Rockwood, Michigan. The 88 Mustang, the blower car. Yes, in no time. No. Jody Voiles, Douglasville, Georgia. That is the most Chevy 2-ish 87 Camaro I've ever seen. I know, I'm just giving Wade Mooney a hard time. So a couple of drivers, long time. I did it myself. I looked at the screen and didn't look at the track. Bob Adele in the Camaro, the most Camaro-ist looking Camaro out there, not the Mustang. And Voiles not in a Camaro, but in a Chevy too. As Adele says, 108 to the 60 coming on down to the heat, 395.5, 200. I think that's the best pass of Pro 275 thus far. or this round of qualifying. You know, there's like 7 other screens you can do. Wait a minute. Actually, Voiles had the best run of the round. 392.1 at 192. Negative. He went at 606. I'm sorry. It's like day 70. It's day 7. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just, wait here, take over. Ladies and gentlemen, Wade Mooney.
No matter what you race, how you drive, or how much power you make, Brisk spark plugs power it all. Cutting-edge technology, patented designs, superior performance,